So here I am looking through all my saved Modern Warfare 3 videos in hopes of finding one that's kind of exciting that I could put out. And I start going through them, I start to realize, man, a lot of these are super campy. You know, I can't put these out. And as I'm watching me camp in some of these videos, I'm thinking, man, what would my boy Wings of Redemption do? Yeah, he would put them out. I mean, he's the king of making camping okay. And I kind of want to talk a little bit about Wings of Redemption because on Twitter the other day, he was tweeting back and forth with to Syndicate, and basically asking Syndicate for forgiveness. You remember the whole 1v1 thing where Wings of Redemption kind of exploded because he lost and started yelling at Woody, and then shortly thereafter, supposedly, he told Syndicate that he wanted to redo the 1v1 and that Elkie David was willing to pay $10,000 to both of them or to the winner. I don't know what it was. And supposedly Wings of Redemption wanted Syndicate to throw the 1v1. Anyway, a bunch of drama, right? So I see Wings of Redemption on Twitter basically talking to Syndicate and pretty much asking Syndicate to forgive him, and that's over with. It's been a long time now. Why can't they just be friends, and so on and so forth, which I thought was kind of sad. It just doesn't seem like the Wings of Redemption that I've known over the last year. I don't know him personally, but through his videos and through PKA and stuff like that. You know, Wings of Redemption is really an inspiration to me. Like I said, I get a lot of shit for that because a lot of people don't respect him as a person or as a gamer or I guess as a commentator. I don't know how you cannot respect his commentating ability, because to me he's one of the best, if not the best. He's an old soul. I enjoy listening to him. I enjoy the fact that he takes the game so seriously. And I've mentioned him numerous times throughout my videos. This time I mentioned him kind of more in sadness than I do in anything else. And not in pity, but in... I guess it's a message to Wings of Redemption more than anything else. Lately he started doing like jumping jacks and exercising in front of the camera, which I find amusing. You know, he is a large man, so it makes it a little bit more amusing, I would guess. And I guess he's hard up for money now. Not hard up, but he's not making the money that he wishes he was. A lot of people say, well, Wings, get a job. And I'm not saying he shouldn't, because I think that Wings of Redemption is still a young man. I think he's under 30, right? He has said a couple of times that his first job was in some factory and that he kind of vowed never to work in a factory again or work for anyone again because he just had a horrible, awful experience. And you can't really judge your whole career on one awful job that you had, especially your very first one. My very first one, I worked for a pharmaceutical company, and I would have to clean out these giant freezers, and they were about the size of maybe your living room or your family room. And they were like, one was 10 below zero, the other one was 25 below zero. And to clean these freezers, we had to clean the wall to make sure they didn't get frost on the side and stuff like that, I believe. And to clean these, we would have to use like pure alcohol to clean them, because obviously we couldn't use water to clean them because it would freeze and it'd cause a mess. So we had to use alcohol because alcohol didn't freeze. And I remember my nose being like blue and my fingers couldn't feel them and my toes, and it was just awful. I remember thinking to myself, man, I don't know if I could do this the rest of my life. I don't know. And at the time, it was paying like $6 an hour, and I think at that point, the minimum wage was like $5 an hour. So I was kind of proud of myself that I was able to get a job that wasn't minimum wage. It was above minimum wage. And I remember thinking some of the guys there made like $10 an hour, and I remember saying to myself, man, I'm set if I could get $10 an hour. That's going to be awesome. That's great. Looking back on it now, it was just an awful job, and I was miserable, and I never felt good. I was always sick. And I just want my message to Wings of Redemption is, there's nothing wrong with you have so much talent. You speak so well. And obviously you're a likable person. You have, over 300,000 subscribers, I guess. People like you. People like listening to you. That you need to tap more into your potential. YouTube isn't, you're never going to get rich on YouTube. Very, very, very few people, I guess, can. But, be true to who you are. Use YouTube as a means to make some extra money, not for your primary source of income. Sometimes Wings of Redemption puts out three videos a day, which to me is just, wow, that is a lot of work. It really is. And now that he has a family, or at least a girlfriend and her child, I believe. I don't know, I just feel bad for him in a certain way. I do. And I know that maybe some of the things he said have have not been the best decisions he could make. But I still think he's a good person and a good human being, I hope. I like to think that. I like to think some of it's an act, and he's really not that selfish and stuff like that. Maybe he is. I mean, he's definitely not the type of person that I would ever want to be friends with in real life. But, you know, I enjoy his videos. I enjoy what he has to say, how he says it. And it just kind of saddens me that he is more or less, or he was more or less on Twitter, kind of almost begging Syndicate for forgiveness. To me, you know, I can't obviously offer Wings of Redemption any kind of advice when it comes to YouTube. I mean, dude, who am I to offer him advice, right? But in life, I think I can. And to me, it's like if somebody's angry with you, whether it's your friend, whether it's anyone, and you are truly sorry, put the ball in their court. Simply say, hey, listen, Syndicate, for instance. Syndicate, you're upset with me? Do me a favor and contact me when you're not upset with me anymore. You know, I'm sorry. That's all you could do. Begging somebody for forgiveness or pleading with somebody to forgive you and that what you did wasn't wrong, it's just going to get you in more trouble. It's just going to make it worse. You know, you have to let a wound heal. If you keep on picking at it, it never heals. So, Wings of Redemption, I don't care what anybody thinks. I love him. I think he's a great commentator. This is a pretty campy video for you, Wings. This has been Serious Drama. Be kind, be good, be safe. I'm out.